Hey, my beautiful friends, it's your friend Kevin, and I'm here with another card of the day with my friends Freddie the Teddy and his friend Patrick the Bear. So let's get on with it. All right, so in case it matters, today is Tuesday, the 12th of September, 2023. And I want to welcome everybody, new subscribers, fresh subscribers, existing members. What I also want to say gracious thank you for are the comments. They mean so much. And all of us in this community, whatever you want to call it, YouTube family, get to contribute something, because we're all here together to lift our hearts, lift our minds, lift our souls, lift our intentions to have a better day. All right, so here we go. I'm using the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot by Radley Valentine, and the images are by Dan Craig. I've also set a couple of isms, which I'll get to toward the end of this video because they mean a lot. The mood sets the vibration, and that is the reality. And then for me personally, and for you I hope, nothing is more important than my feeling of joy and happiness. All right, so our card of the week is the Emperor, with influence by Archangel Michael. Now, I love these cards for sure. One, because it was one of the first decks that Radley Valentine published, and two, because there's so much detail. That's also what I'm not so sure I like about it, because there's way too much detail in here. Organization and logic, structure and discipline. This is about leadership. This is not only about you being a leader, but that's also about you possibly being a mentor, possibly stepping out and not so much saying, well, I'm going to be a leader of AYZ, but you can if you want to. I'm also saying that this card this week is also, how do you influence other people? How are you inspiring people by what you are doing and how you are being? I know for sure that we all, as adults, pay attention to what we're seeing, what we're learning, what we're subject to, what people are doing. And we are also paying attention to our inward journey of what we are being attracted to, what is drawing our attention in. And the piece that we don't necessarily pay attention to is, why am I drawn to this person? Why am I drawn to this activity? Why am I drawn to this behavior? With that said, let's get to the card of the day and see how all of this comes together. Thank you, guardian angels, intergalactic beings of light and of love and of purpose from all corners, all realms. Angels, archangels, ascended friends and family, ascended masters, I welcome you to this space. And I set the intention to see, to feel, to hear, and to know your sacred words, and to deliver a message in such a way as to enlighten, to inspire, and to heal. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you for giving me this reading. Whoops, no, that's not gonna. I am not playing that game. And thank you for letting me be of service to others. Well, there's the last one. All right, you want to be seen, you want to be heard. So this is becoming a 4-card reading. Lord knows how I'm going to pull this together, but I'm going to do it. I am going to do it. All right, I'm going to do it in the way that it popped out. So this is the first one. The King of Air. Oh, thoughts, ideas, a very stoic man with, actually, look at this. He's got Archangel Michael's sword of light and love, knowledge, objective, respected. This could be you, or this could be an energy that you're going after. Now, here we see our King of Air in the middle of winter, nicely wrapped up in a coat, nicely dressed. And then look, Archangel Ariel has got the jewels right there in the tree. This is about security, feeling secure with your thoughts, feeling secure with your ideas, feeling secure with your plans. And it works rather nicely along here with the Emperor card. So we have this flanked. Let's see what's in the middle and how these play out. We've got the Four of Earth. Now, the Earth card would be discs. It would be abundance. It would be prosperity. It would be financial freedom. It would be all the things we deal with money, with banking, with accounts. And we've got our Four of Earth. And we see this lady who, well, she's got the 4 and the 4 on the door, but look, she's got things locked and she's sitting on the chest. She's sitting right there on this treasure chest and she's got all this. Now, the card is basically saying you've got to get in touch with your spending and your finances. The 44 basically is a little nudge. Like when we see a single number 4, it means stability. It means that, you know, you've got an angelic, if it's in angel numbers, you've got an angelic influence. When you double the number to a 44, like when you're rolling dice, it's a little bit of a deeper hit. When you triple the number to a 4 and a 4 and a 4, it is basically saying there is a power greater than you that has to do with your guardian angel, and they've got your back, so stop fretting. I'm beginning to think that this money card, this frugalness, this extravagance, this control over money is your feeling that you maybe can't afford. You're living in the lack. You're living in this idea, this king of air, that I don't really think I can do this. This is going to cost me too much money. I need to hold on to my dollars because everything is going up. Those kind of thinking isn't optimistic. It goes back to the mood, sets a vibration, it becomes a reality. And if those thinking and those feeling brings you no joy, brings you only poverty consciousness, brings you the pattern with which you're buying into, you're investing in something that's not for your highest good. And the Emperor is telling you, why are you worried, honey? You got what it takes. Honey, I'm using an American term. Right, let's see what this means. Oh, the Knight of Fire. Remember him? The Knight of Fire is basically saying, look, come on. Get back out on the pathway, dry your eyes, lift your heart up. If you want that dress that you just can't stand, go buy it. If you want that pair of athletic shoes, go get them. I feel like I'm talking to women, but this is also to men. Men that decide who they're going to give their money to and who they're going to be philanthropic with. But it's also talking about your feelings. So we have, well, look at this. We have an air, we have an earth, and we have a fire, right? 3 elements right here. A king and a knight, and a 4, stability, and another 4. So I don't know along this line that there could not be a better reading for setting the mood for confidence, passionate, adventure, setting the mood for being extravagant, and stop being so controlling. I'm going to read this 4 of Earth to find out if the guardian angels are saying the right message, because they're telling me be careful what you're saying, and pay attention to what the message is. So let me just read this from the guidebook. Sorry, but I sometimes have to look stuff up because I'm like, this does, when it doesn't sit quite right, when it's not fitting, like this is what we know, this is who we are. The first card that popped out, you are the king of air. And then this is what we're working with on and through these 2 together. And then this is the card of the week that influences those 3. So, wise investing, worrying about money, good business judgment, being too controlling, and that hard work is going to pay off. I'm going to say this is a theme. You know, you're organized, you've got your plan, you've got it going on. I would say watch your thinking. Watch what you're thinking about. And then the other part to this is, let's just say for sake of argument that you are in this worry, that you're holding on to money because you think it's going. I want to give you a little bit of a nugget to ask you, where does that come from and who told you that? Who told you that your bank accounts eventually are going to empty out? Sure, banks, traditional banks, the big banks, the ones that, you know, give and receive money all over the world, they're not going to go poor. They're the last institution anywhere that's ever going to go poor. They're going to find a way to make it. They're going to find a way to spend it. They're going to be wise about it. And I'd say probably it's time to look at that, follow the example, and maybe you feel like incredible bankers. Maybe you get into the mood of being that. So this card is asking us to pause and reflect on our relationship with money. Are you spending it too freely, or have you been tucking it away too frugally? This is just questions, because the King of Air is asking you this question. And the Emperor is basically saying, is this part of your organization? The other part of this I want to say to you, and I'm going to come back on camera because I feel like I'm waffling. Yeah, we've got 10 minutes in. When I come on here and I do these card of the day influence things, it is to enlighten, to inspire, and to lift up your mood, to bring it up. You know, yes, the cards, each individual card has a journey and a pathway, but the way it's a bit like I can use a marker pen to write something with, and I can use an ink pen to write something with, and I can use a pencil to write something with. I can use a paintbrush. I can use anything to get a symbol out, right? These cards just give me a roadmap. I could probably mix up an oracle deck, like the Archangel sort of light deck, mixed with the Guardian Angel Messages tarot deck. I could sort of pick the principles of those out, mix them up, and still do a reading from it. That's not what I really want to say. What I want to say here, please, come on, give it to me. No, so the point and the purpose of me delivering this somewhat roadmap is to give you a bite of something to lock into, something to tune into. And what I love about your comments is each one of these messages and each one of these videos, and we're now at 1,071. 1,071. Each one of these messages should be doing something to you, should be lifting something, should be helping something. But these also help me. That's why I got it started. I got this started when I was in the middle of the pandemic. And I was feeling all kind of crazy. All my income, streams of income, locked down, turned off. I was in a state of, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get through this. Then I was reminded, well, listen, you've survived a heart attack. You picked up everything you knew and you owned and you had at 31 years old, and you disappeared to a new city with not knowing a damn soul. This should not be something that takes you off the earth. And with that, I moved forward. So doing this kind of work is speaking to me. I don't know where I'm going to get monetized. I don't know if the 1,000 subscribers I'm looking to get is going to be enough. I don't know. But somehow I never know from one week to the next exactly how much money's rolling in the door. I have no idea. And yes, this reading is speaking to me personally, because I say to my close interpersonal friends, I watch all of this flow out and I fear what's flowing back in, and I realize I'm not on my own. So I'm sharing this personally because I know that some of you out there are feeling that same way. What I also know is I have to be in the stream of allowing more to flow in, rather than you know how an otter builds a dam across a river, rather than be in the dam, and I'm talking about an otter dam, not damnation. I'd rather be the flow, the stream of allowing more this to come in, than the otter creating the dam to stop it. And the thoughts and the feeling and the consciousness and the energy, the mood sets a vibration, and nothing's more important than joy. Joy is allowing an influx of what it is we've been trying to block, what it is we've been trying to say no to, where that resistance is. I had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful 2-hour reading with a good friend, Deborah, and I'm going to share her link at the end, because she has such amazing soul work that she's doing, where she's mixing astrology and numerology and angel numbers together to look at somebody's soul purpose. It's fascinating. And I'll put her link to her website, and you can go dig in there and maybe reach out to her for help or at least guidance. But what I'm saying to you is we are all here, light workers, you as well, to do the work that we set out to do. And that is Imagine yourself as like one of those information places along the highway where you cross into a new state and you stop off to the restroom. They've got all these pamphlets about what's going on in that state. Maybe that's what you are with gluing the light of spirit to the ground of earth and bringing that in and saying, listen, look at it a different way. Look out through a different window. Make the choices that work for you. There will always be people on your life path that's not going to like the choice you make, which is why I keep saying you need to put your keep out fence up. All your goals, all your dreams, all your manifestations, all of your thoughts, this king of air, you know, all of that stuff. Like, I'm going to do this. All right, God. All right, universe. All right, Aunt Betty, who's passed over. Uncle Frank, who's passed over. All of those things. Show me the roadmap and I'm going to follow it. Or you can get even more bossy, because listen, when you are a spirit having a human experience, you get to be as bossy as all make out. Truly. You've got the light of spirit and the light of God and the light of the universe with all kinds of possibility. I get goosebumps. They're all gathering around for this one. You've got all of this in you that lives in you, that's ready to blow off, to get going. You have it, right? You've got that. How much more powerful do you think you could possibly be? You have the spirit of God and the spirit of possibility inside your fingernails, in every single cell of your body. It should be lighting you up, on fire, like the 4th of July and New Year's Eve and your birthday. All of that. When people start seeing this, right, look at it, think about it. Whenever you've looked at someone who's jumping up and down and going, what are they doing? What, hang on a minute. Hey, whoa. People want to know what that is. Then they want it. They want that. They want what you have. They want that feeling. It isn't your job to go giving you can give a little bit extra away by doing what I'm doing, inspiring people. What Deborah's doing, inspiring people. What Vicky's doing through her fabulous artwork, getting people to breathe on the alpha level and pull in all the guides. You can show them, this is what I did. This is how I did it. This is where I went. But you can't do it for them. And neither can you buy into the investment that they're not whatever they're not. They're not, can't, won't, don't. I don't know what to do with that. Except, this is what I did. If you want to come along, these are the references, what I'm doing here. Anyway, we're already at 17 minutes in. I've got to shut this down. Listen, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Until tomorrow. Bye for now.